so many of the investors we've had over the years that are athletes, celebrities, doctors, lawyers, has come through word of mouth. So much of our business has been on doing right by other people and them telling their friends. So when you walk into a relationship that has rapport of introduced for a person you've been investing with for 10 years, it's a different process. It's all about trust. Everything is about trust in the investment business, period. Again, doesn't guarantee results, but over time, you start to see the cracks or you start to see the glory. And so for us over the years, we've been fortunate to have a unbelievable loyal base of a wide variety of individuals that know us through one way or another, and they have their own financial advisors, which I love, especially the middle-tiered high net worth. So we can then, our admin team, me, myself, can speak to their financial advisors and understand their entire wealth profile. Because as a real estate investor, we're a minority of their portfolio. So some will say 10%, some will say 30%, whatever the number is, their wealth advisor will figure it out. But having these investors allow us to speak to their lawyers, their accountants, their financial advisors, their other advisors is the best part about this business, because we can make sure that we're fitting this puzzle piece within their global portfolio, because I'm not a wealth manager. I'm not doing their stocks or bonds and their entire thing. So we get to work directly with their advisors, which is a beautiful thing, because they can ask us the questions that the individual might not know. We can provide them the documentation that whether they do know or don't, and provide them this institutional diligence, which might be overkill, but I think at the end of the day, them knowing that they have it and knowing that we have it makes everybody sleep better at night, mostly me. I think the most important piece is in this social media, marketers are being rewarded. Great marketers are being rewarded, which, look, God bless them. This is America. Go do your stuff. But all I ask is whether you do business with me or not, and you see someone that might be a competitor, and to me, I don't have competitors. I run my own race. We are not on anybody else's timeline other than our investors' timeline. That's it. And my kids' timeline and my investors' timelines are the only ones I actually look at and give a shit about myself. But all I ask you to say to them is, do you have audited financials? Do you use a third-party fund administrator? And do you have institutional capital? If you ask those 3 questions to any manager and they answer all 3 of them, by all means, you should read their materials. If there's one of them that they don't have, maybe. If there's all of them, run for the fucking hills. Insider trading, and I'm an attorney by trade, most people know this who know me. Insider trading, effectively in the public markets, is a way that you have information before the public and you make a gain on it. Completely illegal, violates all securities laws. There is a huge misnomer that inside information per se in the private markets is not a thing. It absolutely is. When you're dealing with government contracts or dealing things involve the public, you cannot make those decisions without the public knowing in a similar way. So that is still very much alive and well. In the private markets and the public markets in particular, there are things that begin to happen, certainly in our side of the business, that could be presumptuous. Like we have a big presumption right now that casinos are going to come to Texas. The Adelson family bought the Dallas Mavericks. And then the Sands bought a huge piece of property outside of Dallas. The Sands was also here in the Austin commercial. So we don't know for sure that casinos are coming to Texas, but there's a presumption of exuberance that's coming that we're preparing for. So those types of ways where you can read the data better than others and make informed decisions is one thing, which we do, and that's really our competitive advantage. But you have to be very, very conscious when you're dealing with government contracts, when you're dealing with cities, you're dealing with municipalities, that you're adhering to those same stringent security laws as the public markets do. So we're using information that's not publicly available because it's fucking proprietary. We have proprietary ways that we look at markets. We have proprietary algorithms of how we analyze data. And there are indicators that we have put together over looking at 10,000 plus deals and doing well into the billions of transactions, or being a part of in the billions of transactions in some capacity, that we believe there's a way that the world works that we can create value. And so is that information that's public? Fuck no, it's not public. It's how we do what we do. It's our secret sauce. And we are working right now with a fintech company to start to systematize that in more of a software. So as we scale, our diligence team can use it and put some inputs in it. But yes, absolutely what we do, so much of it is proprietary.